for the first time in a long time, it felt like I met the girl.
I look for love.
And and again, I don't believe there's one girl on this planet for us. But I hadn't connected with a girl like her, and haven't, and probably ever.
I think maybe he's still carrying some of the baby boomer generation things over. Got to get married, got to have kids, and blah blah blah, and that's the worst reason to do any of that. That's the worst reason. You want to do it for love, and love only, not for money, not for anything else. And because there's not anything any better than a great relationship. It's the best thing there is. There's not anything any worse than a bad relationship or marriage. His mother and I laughed 3 days after we were married. We were watching the first guy land on the moon. We looked at each other and said, "What the hell we get married for?"
What do I have to say about the people that have come onto the film to talk about their relationships? I really admire what they've done. The way they felt and the way they've expressed it is extremely moving to me.
I look for light.
Do I believe that love exists? Absolutely. Do I believe that it can be an incredibly magical, healing experience between two people? Yes, I do. It's a hope right now, but I do know it exists because I've seen it.
As we reflect on this, we're trying to get at that deeper level of the true energy of love. And I think one of the things we would say about it is it is a vast mystery. It is something that emerges in inexplicable ways, in inexplicable times. But what we do believe about it is that boundaries help protect this energy of love that can emerge in our life, and that setting up that there is a process of care and a way to honor this energy that requires commitment.
You stay when it's the worst, is when you maintain and reinforce the commitment to stay. Because what we've learned in Imago over the years, when it gets really bad, that's when it's about to change. And most people leave when it's really bad. So they never get to the change. And I think that's such a tragedy. That's why we're still out here, why we're having this interview, why we would want anybody to do this. I don't know why I'm so moved by all that, but that's it. I'm alive. I'm alive to all my feelings. I'm alive to everything around me. Everything is alive. But I think what I've discovered with Helen is that that experience is available for everybody. You don't have to be a mystic. You don't have to go to your cave. You don't have to pray. You don't have to meditate. You don't have to go through all this discipline. What you have to do is go in a relationship with somebody you fell in love with, shut the gate, and say, we're here until we become each other's healer. And you don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to be me, but the me I was a half me. And so Helen she needs the other half of me for herself to be healed. The part of me that got repressed is unavailable to her, so she says, I need that. So when I lock the gate, I have to say, oh God, okay, I'll stretch into that, I'll do something about that. And then you can just see, I look at Helen and I can just see the vitality emerging in her. It's like a flame that when I stretch begins to flower. And I feel it in me when she responds to me. And then I know discovered something. And what we discovered is love. And that's what love is. Love is what gives life to the world.
Not all of us are fortunate enough to be able to have the skills and the resources and the ability and the heart and the soul to sustain that commitment, but some of us are. And it's a miracle. So when we go back to the Song of Songs, who's to say that human love isn't a reflection of the love of God for human beings? Because it's the greatest gift human beings possess. The greatest thing given to us is this capacity for human love. I'm not sure if any of us would want to live without it.
Could you really share your dreams and forgive all those things like they have? And would you like to sing a beautiful melody like they have?
What we're really seeing in the change of marriages, we're moving away from the traditional concept of what marriage is, and we're moving into the concept of almost a continual courtship.
I still have a lot of questions, and I'm not sure where to find all the answers, but I will keep searching. But what I have learned from making this film is that honest conversations seem like a great way to heal.
You've gone through the innocent stages, you went through the passionate stages, then you go into this.
They say you'll be fine.
I can honestly say that the stage that we're in now, even though we are not physically well, it's the most wonderful stage of all, because we can look back on it and see accomplishments.
Would you like to say that you made it all this way like they have?
We can remember mistakes and know that we've grown from them, but most of all, it's just been a wonderful life.